The first step when I want to start painting is to cover the canvas with liquid white, which is a layer of paint that I put over the canvas so that while I'm painting, the duration of the time, the canvas is wet. The whole canvas is wet, so I could mix paints on the canvas instead of on the palette. And it makes it easier for me when I want to make reflections or other things like that I make on the canvas instead of on the palette. If I wanted to, I could clean this brush and then go over the liquid white again, and then it would take off the excess liquid white so that the canvas wouldn't be so wet that it would just be too like difficult to paint. And I think I'm gonna do that. My palette is a little bit bigger than usual palettes are, because although I do mix the paints on the canvas, I also mix the paints onto here sometimes. So I put my paints across here like I'm about to show, and I mix them sometimes on here. So right now at the beginning, the first thing I'm going to do is start all the way at the back of the painting, which is going to be the sky. I'm going to start with the sky, and the first paint I'm going to be putting on the canvas is alizarin crimson. This alizarin crimson is going to give it like a pinkish reddish glow, like if it's the sun. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it out flat and cut off just a little roll of paint, just like that, and make my mark. And put another little peak right here. Now with this paint up here and the 2-inch brush, I use a 2-inch brush because it has more bristles on it, so it could blend the paint better. So because I put the liquid white on here before, I can grab this paint and move it just like that. I can move this paint wherever I want. You can go up here and just put a little indication of snow. I want it to be clean white snow. So now what I'm going to do, I've got all the base color, it's really dark, all the base coloring, and what this is going to be, it's going to be a shadow. When I put my highlights on there, a little bit is going to show about of this, it's not going to look so flat when the painting's done. So what I have some cadmium yellow and a little bit of sap green, and I want to make this, it's like a bright green. now that I have all the highlights in, and we're done painting after 2.5 hours, the painting is complete, and it takes about 2 to 3 days for the paint to dry up, because the canvas is wet and it's supposed to stay wet so you can move things around, you could blend like how I said at the beginning. And now that we're done, that's it. Finish the painting.